Video number 235, multiplying decimals and powers of 10. Multiply, we're going to do 4/10 times 3/100ths. Now the first few pages here, guys, we're just going to find the discovery. I could just tell you exactly what to do, and that's what these videos are all about. We're trying to figure out how to do the problems so that it's not a bunch of rules, okay? So yes, we could just run to the calculator and do all that stuff, but this is without a calculator. And what we're going to do in the first 3 pages here is discover for ourselves what happens every time. So 4/10 times 3/100ths, we just convert it to fractions, multiply across to get 12 1,000ths. And of course, 12 1,000ths changed to a decimal is of course 0.012, or in other words, 12 1,000ths. And it's as simple as that. Let's go on to the next one. Now we have 22 100ths times 4 1,000ths. Here's the fraction form. 22 times 4 is 88. Of course, 100 times 1,000 is 100,000 actually. If you think about it, 100 thousands, right? That's how that would work. Then we would make sure that the 88 is in the position where the second 8 is in the 100,000ths position. Just double check your work. Tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000. So there you go. And we're going to look at a pattern here in just a moment. We have 3 times 5/10. So we do 3 over 1 times 5 over 10 is 15 over 10, which is 1.5 or 1 and 5/10. So the pattern, if we go back and look here, notice how we only have one number past the decimal. So notice how there's one number past the decimal there. Here you have what? You have a total of 3 digits past the decimal, 2 digits past the decimal, so therefore you have a total of 5 digits past the decimal. Look at this one. 1 and then 2, 3. So therefore 3 digits past the decimal. So the pattern is to simply multiply the digits, then count the number of decimal places used. So in this case, we do 1,000 times, this is a new one, this is a multiples of 10. So if we have just simply, let's do one real quick, just to make sure we can do the shortcut. If we did 0.4 times 0.05, we would call this 20 temporarily, and then 1, 2, 3, we'd move the decimal back, so therefore 2/10. That's how that would work out. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. Oh, excuse me, is that 3? 1, 1, 2, and 3. So actually it's 0.02. There you go. All right. Next one. 1,000 times 3/100ths. We're going to discover the pattern here. 1,000 times 3, 3,000. 1 times 100 is 100. 3,000 over 100 is 30. We're all set. Next one. 800 times 5 1,000ths. Well, we change this to 8 times 100. That's your 800. And then 5 over 1,000. Multiply across to get 4. And guys, the pattern here is to simply multiply the digits, then move the decimal according to how many zeros were used. So in this case, you have 3 times 1,000 to give you temporarily 3,000. Okay, so 3 times 1,000 is 3,000. So what you do is you use the 1 and the 3, and that's it. Okay. Excuse me, the 1,000 and the 3. So you get 3,000. Then 2 decimal places, you move those back 1, 2, you end up with 30. That's how the shortcut would work. Same thing here. 8 times 5 is what? 40. So 8 times 5 is 40. Now what I would do here is this. Now we could have done 1 times 3, then added 3 zeros, then subtracted 2 zeros. You could have done that too. Here we're going to multiply just the 8 times the 5. We get 40. We're going to add 2 zeros and then subtract 3. So 1, 2, 3, or excuse me, plus 2 minus 3. So 1, 2, and then back 3 takes us to a 4.0. It's that easy. All right, here's 3 more. So now we can use the shortcut. So 1.3 times 3,000. We can do 1.3 times 3 to get 39. Actually, we do 13. We would do 13 times 3 to get 39. Then we would move the decimals. Let's see how it all works out. 13. So we're going to use 39 temporarily because we do 13 times 3 to get 39. Then The 1.3 is asking us to take the 39 and move the decimal in between, and the 3,000 is asking us to move the decimal 3 places back to the right. So we go to the left 1 and forward 3 takes us to 3,900. Same thing with the second one. We're just going to use the number 67 to help us out. So basically we did 67 times 1 to get 67. Then the 10,000 wants us to move this decimal to the right 4 places. This one wants us to move the decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places back to the left. So 4 to the right, 6 to the left takes the decimal just here to the left of 67. And then the last one, we have 3 100ths times 2.5 million. We're going to use 3 and 25 to get 75. So we get 75. So then what we do is this. Because we used 25 and 3, we need to move the decimal back here. Well, from here back to this one, okay? So we move the decimal right after the 5. So therefore we have 5 digits to account for, not 6, but 5, because there was 5 after the 25. So 75, the 2.5 million wants us to move it 5 to the right. The 3 100ths wants us to move it 2 to the left. So therefore 75, 5 to the right, 2 to the left gives us 3 more zeros, so therefore 75,000. So there you have it, multiplying decimals and powers of 10.